you guys, it's Melanie with Hometown Paints, and I thought I would come on here and paint live with you today because it's been such a long time since I've done that. And I want to show you that you can draw your stuff on your canvas with the pencil, and it makes everything just a little bit easier to deal with. I have this plate that I just finished using on my online paint party, so it's got different colors on it, but I'm going to use Lemonade from Folk Art to paint the background. So even though I drew this with pencil and I drew those words, you can paint right over them and it usually shows back up. It's pretty good deal. So if you like your handwriting pretty good, right? You're not like have atrocious handwriting. You can just draw it on there with a pencil. So, hope y'all are doing good today. When you come on here, say hello to me. Hopefully I can see the comments and talk back to you. It's a crazy weather day here in Tennessee. Tell me where you're from and if the weather is crazy there too. Alright, so now I'm going to paint right over these words, and you can see right through it, which is what we want. I'm going to paint around my bunny because I want him to be white anyways. So I'm just using craft paint. It's acrylic craft paint. It's pretty inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any of those places, but you can get it at Walmart. You can even get that Folk Art at Walmart. There's a cheaper brand at Walmart that's like 50 cents a bottle, and that works just fine too. But the thing about the Folk Art and the Deco Art, that what you're paying for, like they're not crazy expensive, but they might be $1.50 or like 79 cents, or I don't know, just a little bit more expensive. But what you're paying for is a better quality paint. You can just use one coat basically. So if I were using the Apple Barrel, which is the Walmart brand, did I paint up there? I did. Which I still use that. I mean, if I see a color I like, I buy it and I use it. But it's very transparent. Like, you will probably have to do a few layers to cover it up. Like this green, I was just teaching this paint party, and this dark green, you can see right through it. So you just have to paint, whatever you're painting with green like a few different times. Alright, so I'm going to use some white right now while my background's drying to paint my bunny. And this is Deco Art. It's one of the pricier ones. It's like $1.50. So when I say pricey, it's not really pricey, but you know, if you're buying a whole bunch of paint, it might feel like it is. But the good thing about Hobby Lobby and Michael's really is Hobby Lobby puts their paint on sale like every other week. Whoops, I got some yellow in there. But go ahead, Eli. But you can get it at like half price usually. So I'm just painting over everything. That's his little body, and that's some little ears. I'm using my favorite brush. It's just an angled brush, which a lot of people have flat brushes. A lot of the brushes that come in kits are flat, and that's fine too. But I just like this angled brush because it comes to that point right there. So like where I'm trying to get into this point of this ear, it's easy to do. And I've still got a little yellow in there, but I don't care. It's fine. All right. This bunny is going to be in some grass. And I can't decide if I should put flowers or Easter eggs. I'm kind of feeling flowers, I don't know. I'm gonna dry it real fast. That's good enough. And I'm actually just going to use the same brush and this green paint that I already had out for my other paint party, and mix it up a little bit and do some grass. Now you could do this with forgot what I was saying. You can do this with a different brush. That's what I was trying to say. Like a liner brush, but you're just like flicking your hand, just like that. I'm just going just like this. And you don't want to go in the same direction, so I'm moving my hand a little bit. You know, some tall, some short. And I like to go back and just make sure the bottom is covered up pretty good, so there's not a bunch of yellow showing through. So we've had a busy week. We went on a trip, which that's the first time we've done that in a year. And I was I'm gonna do this bottom so it's not such a weird transition. It's the first time we went anywhere like that since COVID, so you know, it's a lot to keep up with all that. We went to Gatlinburg, and like going in and out of shops, you have to hand sanitize every single time. It was just a lot. I think I'm gonna get some of this bright green out. This is called citron green. So I just want something brighter. And it's okay that that green's still wet. It kind of mixes a little bit, but also you get a new color. So what should I put in there besides grass? I think right now I'm gonna give little bunny some little bunny pink nose and all that. Just using cotton candy. I'm going to use a liner brush. Just to draw him a little pink nose on there. And that's a big blob of water. I have to let that dry. What if I put some pink up here? I don't have this super planned out. One of the hardest problems with going live is figuring out what to paint with you guys. That was really watery. Water dripped off my brush. So, as I was doing my paint party a minute ago, I thought about this bunny. What I ultimately like to do is start a membership, and I've talked about it before, I think, but I've been taking some classes. There, I like that bunny. He's cute. And I want to start a membership where I teach, like, you join for so much a month, and then I teach you, I don't know, a certain amount of paintings each month, like this, virtually, and they'll just be stored. Like, eventually I'll have to get a website, but they'll just be stored. They'll be stored on Facebook, but I also want to get a website. Anyways, and you can go back and paint them anytime you want to. Like, they're just always there for you. So that's what I'm working on. That's what's in my head. I don't know about these flowers. And I'm in several groups like that, and they're really fun. Like, you'd be in this private Facebook group, you and the other members, and I give you a schedule each month so you know when the live paintings are happening if you want to join live. But if you can't join live, then they're there for you. I still can't decide if I should do flowers or eggs. I think it might be too. I think I should, if I was going to do eggs, I should have done that first, maybe. Okay. Good thing about painting is if you hate it, you can let it dry and paint back over it. So let's see what happens if I start putting some flowers in here. Not bad. Just put like a base coat down and then come back and add more on the top. I'm going to do this pink too. That was in his ears. That looks okay, right? Alright, so I need white to go back. Just go back and forth, like whatever color you have. Like I'm using pink, so I'm gonna grab some white and mix in. Could even grab some purple and see what happens. When you do these flowers, kind of anything goes. You can mix colors, you can have one solid color. You always need white, but you can pretty much do anything else you want. Should have got white. They're real easy, they're real messy. But if you just keep swirling around, it comes out flower-ish. I'm gonna put some pink in there too. So, has anybody done anything fun over spring break? Thanks. Hopefully it's turning out cute. This is just a little canvas that I got at the Dollar Tree. So nothing fancy, just a simple little dollar canvas, no big deal. You can also just get you like a mixed media book if you want to practice your painting. I'm running out of that good white paint. But you don't want to buy a whole bunch of canvases, and you don't want to store a whole bunch of canvases. Then get yourself a mixed media book that you can get a pretty good size one for, I don't know, you can usually get them for around $10. And you can paint in that. You can use acrylic paint because it's got thick paper. And then if you decide you love the painting that you put in there, you can tear it out and frame it. You don't have to repaint it. Alright, so I'm going to use, let that dry a little bit, I'm going to use one of my favorite paint pens to go over the bunny crossing up at the top. And I just have this paint pen. Where'd it go? I think that one's too little. That one seems empty. Maybe that'll work. Too big, too big. Alright, hopefully this works. Alright, so if you want words on your paintings and you're like, that's too scary, how do you do it? Or I don't have a Cricut, or I did use the Cricut and I put it on here and it ripped the paint back off, because sometimes that'll happen. If you like your handwriting, if you can practice drawing in cursive, you know, if you know how to do that, if you learned how to do that at some point in your life, hopefully you did. You can just draw, you can write it on there, and with a pencil. And then, which I should have flipped this. Let's see if I can still flip it so it's not, I don't know what I did. I'm gonna not do that. If you have a paint pen, it's pretty easy just to trace. I knew this one was about out. What did I do with my pen? losing my mind. Or maybe I just used it all. Alright, we're going to try to make this work. Come on, little paint pen. Wow, it looks really bad. Alright. Time to order more. I'm a cheapskate, I don't want to. Now this is going to be different. Alright, number one, when you do this, make sure this is dry. Because if you set your hand down in it and it's not, you're going to smear it. Alright, so I did this. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And pretty sure I just stuck my hand in the paint down there. Yep. That's okay too. I've already got paint like all over me. It's okay. You can, if you don't want your hand down there, you can like brace your hand somehow, like keep it lifted up, put your pinky down, because you want it braced or else your writing's just going to be all over the place. That's not what you want. Alright, so now that's super thick and the other ones aren't because I changed pens. Okay, we're going to give this bunny a little eye. And I kind of feel like I should outline the whole bunny. What do y'all think? That's still a little wet. I'm going to do it, see what happens. So, I love my Posca pens, y'all. They are like the best paint pens. That don't look too bad, right? For not knowing what I was going to do. I'm going to see if I can clean this up a little bit. Alright, so since that's so different, I wasn't going to do this, but we're going to do it to try to fix it. If you make the downstrokes, like when you're writing a letter, when you're doing something and you go down, if you make those thicker, it is more visually pleasing to the eye. That's what's happening when people hand letter stuff. So I'm going to do that to fix my mistake. So just think about whenever you are making a downstroke, whenever your hand goes down, you make the line wider. And it just works right out, like it fixes your mistakes. If your line's wobbly, it just cleans it right up, which is great. Silly dog. Okay. goes up, that goes down. I already closed the blind. My dog's barking at the TV. Anybody else have a crazy dog like I do? I know y'all probably can't see that. I don't know how to turn the camera so y'all can see that. Hopefully you can see part of it. Something else I'm thinking about doing is offering kits for Easter. I've done this once before and I don't know, it didn't go fantastic, but I thought it might work better for Easter. I think I tried to do it at Christmas and it just didn't, I don't know, there was too much going on at Christmas. But I'm gonna come up with some designs probably tomorrow and see if anyone's interested in paint kits. Stuck my hand right back in there. All right, I think since we have black and then black around here, I think what I need to do is put some black in these flowers, which seems a little harsh, but I think it's gonna be okay. They need a center. There's kind of blobs right now, so because I have black up here and I don't down here, I'm gonna put some black in there as the centers of the flowers. And you could at this point go back and add, I'm gonna put some white in there too because I just don't like all that black. You could go back and add some more layers to your flowers at this point since it's dried a little bit. You can work on those flowers all day long. All right, I know this is probably sideways or backwards, but I think it came out okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You're welcome to paint this. Use whatever colors you want. Show me what you've painted. I would love to see it. And I have a plan to come on here tomorrow and paint with you guys again, because I'm supposed to do this multiple times during the week. It's what Facebook likes to happen on a business page. And I just didn't get it done this week because we got home and I don't know, just didn't get it done. Had to catch up on things. But I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you stay safe. It's not raining or doing anything here yet, but everything's shut down this afternoon. So I'm going to probably paint some more. And hopefully the roof stays on the house and all that good stuff. So y'all be safe and have a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.